Hello everyone, welcome to Unshackling Sudokus and Puzzles. Today is the first anniversary of the channel and marks exactly 1 year since we started posting videos on the channel. Our first video was posted on June 16, 2020, and we thank you guys for continuously supporting the channel and for being a constant source of motivation to us. Your interest and enthusiasm has kept us going all through this year, and our humble request to you is, if you haven't hit the subscribe button yet, please consider subscribing to the channel. So today there will be a classic Sudoku on the channel created by Jovi All. This Sudoku was posted by Jovi All on the Logic Masters Germany portal. The link to solve this is given in the description of the video. Please do give it a try yourself and come back and watch the video. The rules are standard classic rules. You have to place a digit from 1 to 9 in each row, each column and 3 by 3 box without any repetitions. Having said that, we'll start solving the Sudoku. Box 5 has 5 digits, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6 is in row 5. So we can make a corner pencil mark of 6. And continuing on with the sixers, we'll get a 6 in one of these two cells in box 2, and that gives 6 in one of these cells. And that's about it. We can't do anything with the sixes, so we'll try looking for the 5s because there are quite a number of 5s. 5 is in row 2, row 3, which gives a 5 here. 5 goes here because of column 1, column 3 and row 5, and 5 goes here, so we get our first digit. 5 can't be in row 8, row 9, row 7, row 8 and column 5, column 6. So 5 goes here. And I don't think we can reduce 5 to two cells in any of the boxes. So time to move on to a different digit. So let us look at the 4s. 4 goes in one of these cells using classic rule. And there is a 4 in row 8 and 4 in column 1, which means 4 must be in one of these two cells in box 7, and 4 is in one of these two cells in box 1, and 4 is in one of these two cells in box 3, all using standard scanning techniques, and the final 4 is in one of these two cells in box 6. So let us start writing candidates now. I'm not able to see any easy digits that can be written. 1, 3, 4, 2 and 5. So 6, 7, 8, 9 are the remaining digits in column 4. So this would be 7, 8. This would be 6, 7, 9. That would be 7, 8, 9 and that would be 6, 7 and 9. And I'm going to look for cells which have 3 or lesser than 3 possibilities. So if I look at row 5, 1, 3, 4, 5, 6, the remaining digits are 2, 7, 8, 9. This cell can't take 7 or 8, so that would be 2 and 9. And this is going to be 7, 8, 9 because 2 is already here, and this would be 2, 7 and 9. And these two cells appear interesting because 2, 3, 4, 5 and 8 and 9 are ruled out from these cells. So these two cells would be 1, 6, 7, and 7 is eliminated from here, so that would be 1 and 6. This is 1, 6 and 7. And this cell can't be 2, 3, 4, 5, 1 and 9. So this is going to be 6, 7, 8. And 6 is in that box. So this is going to be 7, 8. And this cell can't be 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8. So that is going to be 1, 7 and 9. Okay, I can place a 3 right away, right? Using classic rules, I could have placed this 3 earlier, but I didn't see that. So 3 goes in one of these two cells, and 3 goes in one of these two cells because of the 3's in column 4 and 6. And searching further with the 3's, I don't think there is anything interesting. So 3, 4, 5, 7, and this cell can't take 2 or 9, so that was going to be 1, 6 and 8. Okay, this cell is interesting. 3, 6, 7, 8, 1 and 2. So this is going to be 4, 5 and 9. So you'll see that I'm slowly making slowly writing candidates in cells which have 3 or lesser than 3 possibilities. And if I look at row 5 again, 8 can't be in column 2 and 8 cannot be in column 8. So 8 is in one of these two cells, and that allows us to make a corner pencil mark here, which means that these two cells must be 6, 7, 9. 8 can't be here because of box reduction. And these two cells appear interesting now. 2, 3, 4, 5 and 8 and 9. So these two cells would be 1, 6 and 7, and this is not a 1, and because of the 6 here, so that becomes 1 and 7. So is there something going on between these cells? I'm just going to highlight, because I'm seeing a lot of things here. 1, 6, 1, 6, 7, 7, 8, 6, 7. The same kind of repeating digits in those rows. Actually, there is nothing interesting there. Okay, the 2 cannot be in row 8 and 2 cannot be in column 1, which means that 2 is in one of these two cells, and we had already corner pencil marked 4 in one of these two cells, so which means that we can lock a 2, 4 pair there. So this is a 2, 4 and that is a 2, 4, which means that the 3 gets pushed here. Nice. So slightly difficult deduction. Not too hard. We should just see that 2 and 4 and 2 and 4 has to go in these cells. So this cell becomes 1, 6, 7 now, and we can continue looking for the 3's. So 3 is in one of these cells. And again, we get a 3, 4 pair. This is beautiful, guys. Really. So because of this 3, 4, you'll notice that 3, 4 cannot be in column 1 and 3, 4 cannot be in row 2, which means that we get a 3, 4 pair here, and which means that these two cells will be 1, 7, 8, 9, and 8 cannot go here and 9 cannot go here. So this is 1, 7, 8, 1, 7, 9. Two cannot be in column 4, 2 cannot be in column 6, 2 cannot be in row 2. So that gives us a 2, 3 pair. So we are finding lots of pairs now. We found a 2, 4 pair, 3, 4 pair and a 2, 3 pair. This is really nice. And let us continue the solve now. This cell is interesting. 2, 3, 4, 5 and 7 and 8. So that is going to be 1, 6 and 9. And notice that both of these cells can't take a 6. This is really important, guys, because we have corner pencil mark 6 here. So both of these cells cannot take a 6. So let us maybe write the possibilities there. Both of those cells will be 1, 7, 8, 9, right? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 is ruled out, so they would be 1, 7, 8 and 9. Are there any more interesting cells? This one. By interesting, I mean, cells which have lesser number of possibilities. 2, 3, 4, 5 and 7 and 9. So this would be 1, 6 and 8. Is there something going on here, guys? Do we have an XY wing maybe? So we have a 2, 4, we have a 3, 4 and we have a 2, 3. Beautiful. So which means that this cell can't take a 2. Okay, that is already eliminated, right? So we have a typical Y wing here, guys. So really interesting to spot this 2, 4, 3, 4 and 2, 3. So AB, AC and BC. And this cell is the hinge cell and both of these cells are the wing cells. So which means that we can eliminate the common digit between these cells from this cell, right? Why this cell? Because this cell is having an effect on both of these cells. So which means that 2 cannot be here, but that is not really helpful in this Sudoku. So let us remove that for now. Seems to be a tough Sudoku, guys. Okay, 2, 3 pair, 4, 5 and 6 and 9, which means that this cell is going to be 1, 7 and 8. That's beautiful because we have a triplet now, 1, 7, 8. That's really nice. So because of this 1, 7, 8, 6 and 9, so these two cells would be 2, 3, 4 and 5, and 3 cannot be in this box, so which means that these two cells will be 2, 4 and 5, and 4 cannot go here, so that's a 2, 5. Wow, there are so many cells with bi-value candidates, guys. This is maybe really going somewhere. 2, 5, 2, 3, 3, 4, 3, 4, 2, 4, 2, 4. It's really uncertain if there is something going on here. Okay, let's look at this cell. 3, 8, 9 and 4, 5 and 6. So this cell is going to be 1, 2 and 7. No other candidates are possible there. I was hoping for more, given that we found a triplet in row 1. I was hoping for some kind of activity here, but there doesn't seem to be anything. I'm noticing something interesting here, guys. In row 2, row 5, and actually row 2 and row 8, because it has the same kind of givens 2 3 4 5 2 3 4 5. Maybe there's something going on there. Maybe something involving sets. Wow, this is an ultra sharp deduction, guys. Really a razor sharp deduction that is giving us a digit. So look closely at this row and this row. Row 5 and row 8, I'm going to highlight those cells. So you'll notice that there is something peculiar going on here. So if I have a 9 here, I get the 9 in these two cells, right? And now if you look at row 8, there is no cell left for the 9. So let me highlight those cells. All these cells are really interesting. Look at these cells, guys. So what happens if I have a 9 in row 5 column 8? So which means that 9 gets eliminated from these two cells, and that gives 9 in one of these two cells, and you'll notice that in row 8 there is no cell left for the 9 to take. An amazing deduction, right? A very tough one to see, which means that this cell cannot be a 9, right? So that has to be a 2, and that gives a 7 9 here, and that gives a 4 5 here, and we have eliminated these 4 cells to buy value candidates. Is that really giving us something? 2 3 7 8 and 4 and 6, so that's 159. 2 3 7 8 4 and 6, so that's 159. 1 4 5 9. Do we have a quadruple? No, because 6 is going in one of both of these cells. Okay, I'll just quickly remove the highlighting from these cells. A very different kind of deduction, you can say. It's not easy to see this deduction. It's a very sharp one. So I have 9 in these two cells. Similar to this, just symmetric. I have 9 in these two cells. So if I have a 9 here and that gives 9 here, awesome, guys. This is really awesome. The same concept used again. So we saw that this cell cannot be a 9 because row 8 will not have a 9 then. Same idea is used between rows 2 and 5. So what happens if you have a 9 in this cell? The 9 goes in one of these two cells. And now you'll notice that in row 2, both of these cells, which are the only possible cells which can take the 9, cannot be a 9 anymore. A really tough one to see, guys. A tough deduction. So which means that this cell cannot be a 9. So this has to be a 7. Hopefully this turns around this Sudoku really fast. So this becomes 7 and that becomes 1 now. And I think this is the break-in, guys, we are looking for. So 1 7, this has to be 9. That has to be a 1 7. That is a 1 7 8. And that gives a 8 9 pair. Let me remove the corner pencil mark, and that gives a 6 7 pair. Beautiful. So 6 7 is set in place, so that is a 1 8. Okay, 7 is removed from here. 2 3 5 6 and 7, so this would be 1 4 8 and 9, and you have 1 8 here. So which means that this would be 4 9, right? 4 9 would be in these three cells, so that is not a 9. Okay, 1 can be removed from here because of the 1 here. 1 7 8 6 and 9, so this cell is going to be 3 or 5, can't be 2 and 4. So this is 2 and 5, can't be 3 and 4. Wow, this is really beautiful. 2 5 4 5 2 3 3 4 3 4 3 5 2 5. Something is going on here, maybe. I'm not sure. Okay, 1 is here, so this is not 1, so that's 8 and 9. That's not 1, that's 6 and 9, 6 and 8. So we have a 6 8 9 triplet. So which means that this cell is the lone cell which can take the 7 in that row, so that becomes 7. That has to be a 6 now. and because of the 7 you get 8 here, that becomes 1, that becomes 6, that becomes 7, that 6 gives a 9 here, which in turn gives 8 here, which gives a 6 here. That's not 8, that's 1 and 6, this cell. Okay, 3, 5, 6, 9, 4 and 7. So these 3 cells would be 1, 2 and 8. 8 is removed from here, and 6 here gives a 7 here, that gives 8 here, that gives 9 here, 8 here, that has to be a 6, and this is not 8, so that's a 1 7 pair. 1 2 7 3 4 5 6, so that would be 8 and 9. 1 is removed from this cell. 1 4 5 6 and 8, 2 and 3, so these two would be 7 9, and you can't have 9 here, so that's a 7, that's a 9. 2 3 4 8 5 7 9, so this would be 1 and 6. 1 3 6 2 5 7 8, so that has to be 4 9 pair. That 9 quickly resolves this 9 4, and that resolves this 2 4, and that gives a 2 here because of this 2, so that would be a 1 8, and that gives a 6 here and a 1 here. This 2 gives a 5 here, 3 here, 4 here, and we have set the chain, guys. Now we can quickly get a lot of digits. So that's 2, that's 3, that's a 5, that's a 4, and sorry, 2 4 6 8 3 7 9, so this would be 1, that would be 5, 1 3 5 7 4 8 9, so we have a 2 6 pair. Because of this 2 you get a 6 here and a 2 here, a 6 and 7 quickly here, and now we are quickly finishing the Sudoku. 7 and 1, 1 2 5 7 3 and 6, so this would be 4 8 9. Okay, 1 3 4 and 6 2 and 5, so this would be 7 8 9, and you have a 7 9 here, so that would be 8, and that gives 8 and a 9, and that's a 7, and that would be 4 9, so that's a 9, that's a 4, and you have 1 8 pair here, so that's 8, that's 1, 3 6 7 8 4 5 9, so that's 1 and that's 2. So what a Sudoku, guys, a really narrow Sudoku, you can say. None of the standard techniques here really seem to help us, XY wing or maybe other techniques as well. I couldn't see anything here except the thing involving the 9s. So if you guys notice something interesting in the Sudoku which did not involve the 9 thing that we found, please do share in the comments. We'll be happy to know that. I still suspect there may be some other technique in the Sudoku that would help us complete the Sudoku. So hope you guys enjoyed watching me solve the Sudoku, and thanks for continuously being a supporter of the channel and for the subscription. So with your support we hope to complete one more year. As I said earlier, today marks the first anniversary of the channel, and we are happy to reach this milestone. So hope you guys continue supporting us. Take care, guys. See you again. Bye bye.